Stephen, another interesting story here. Last week at Storage Field Day, Solidigm unveiled the D7P5810, an ultra-fast SLC SSD for data center applications. This new drive offers remarkable performance with up to 50 drive writes per day for random workloads and outperforms competitors in up to 2x in caching, high performance compute, and other intense applications while costing significantly less than non-NAND storage class memory technologies. The Storage Field Day delegates were very impressed by this new drive and the possibilities it opens up in application acceleration, as demonstrated by Solidigm's CSAL demo.
Yeah, this is a big announcement. As many of the folks who listen to the rundown are aware, there was a technology once upon a time called Optane. And this was a non-NAND storage class memory technology that Intel produced and positioned as basically an application acceleration engine or a high performance write-centric storage solution. Essentially, it kind of met right in the middle of flash and memory in terms of performance, in terms of cost and capacity. It was a really nice solution, and it found its way into a lot of caching applications. But Intel found that there just wasn't enough of a market for it and canceled it. So, as you may know, Solidigm is Intel's a joint venture that is now an independent company and produces the successors to a lot of those Optane products. One of the most notable Optane products, and one of the ones that really got traction, was the P5800X SSD, which was basically an Optane and flash SSD that gave just tremendous performance, and it found a lot of that was the platform for a lot of these accelerators. Well, that's what this new model is intended to basically replace. Instead of using Optane, it uses NAND flash. In fact, it's the same 3D NAND that Solidigm uses for other applications, but it's SLC, meaning 1 bit per cell, not 3 or 4 bit per cell like most other SSDs. That means that the density is much, much less. We're looking at 800 gigabytes, 1.6 terabytes, that kind of range for these things, as opposed to like 60 terabytes, which is what they're announcing in their latest multi-level cell offerings. But by using SLC, it means it's got much, much greater endurance, much, much greater performance, and that's really where this drive fits in. So essentially, it's nearly the same performance profile that you might get from an SSD that uses storage class memory that's not flash, but yet it costs more like a flash SSD, albeit a very expensive one. And that's really what we saw from Solidigm. It's a cool product. Glad to see that they came out with it. And it really rounds out their portfolio. It's kind of the BMW line. You got the D3, D5, D7 here in terms of performance and cost trade-offs. So that's what we saw from Solidigm. If you're interested, check out the Tech Field Day website. You can see more about the SSD as well as a demo of them using it in a cloud storage application acceleration scenario.